Singapore is known for its food, its airport, our clean streets, but rarely for its musical talent. Singapore Polytechnic wants to change all that. I sat down with lecturer Jimmy Ye to find out more about its diploma in music and audio technology, as well as its upcoming 5-day music camp that's open to the public. And this is what I found out. How's it going, guys? Bryan is over R.age TV, and I'm here at Singapore Poly to check out the new course, DMAT or
Diploma in Music and Audio Technology.
And I'm here with lecturer Jimmy Ye. Nice to meet you, Jimmy.
Hi Bryan.
Hi, everyone. So you are here to tell me about this new course. It's about 4 years old, am I correct?
Yes, it's currently in its 4th year. We started this course at Singapore Polytechnic in 2005. That was when we had our first intake.
Okay.
We're now proud to say we are expecting our second group of graduates to graduate quite soon, in a couple of months' time. When we started this course, we didn't quite know what to expect. We knew that there was actually a growing interest among Singaporean youths to do something different. Not everyone wants to be a banker or a lawyer nowadays. They want to be musicians and rockers. So we kind of did our research and found out there was a gap in the market. Basically, in Singapore, it's very difficult to go to an institution of higher learning and want to do music. You either do the classical stuff, or you have to go overseas and do it, or you have to go to one of the private schools to do it. So we looked at the polytechnics and decided that, well, the polytechnics can actually, fill that gap.
Yeah, I'm actually from JC. Okay. But instead of going to uni, I chose SP because I wanted to pursue something in music, but not so classical like the NAFA way or the NUS conservatory way, but something more hands-on. So choose SP.
We came up with a curriculum we feel that is very substantial. It actually trains our kids not only in music but also in audio technology, how to operate a recording studio like the one you see over here, how to be totally at home here, and how to use all the new software which now industry uses. So we use industry standard software. We also train the kids in songwriting, in film scoring, so that they can actually provide music for TV and for film. We train our kids in music arrangement so that they can work not just in Singapore but in the region, and hopefully next time internationally, anywhere in the world. So I think they get a broad scope of training, and that was the way we intentionally positioned the course, to fill, to bridge the two worlds, and also to make sure that they can go out there and they can do a proper job.
What was the best part about studying here in DMAT?
Well, you learn new things, and really things that you need in the music industry. And the lecturers here are fun, and they really teach you everything that you need to know.
You need to suck up to them just because the mic is on, bro.
No, really, no. I'm not sucking up to them.
Okay, so maybe we can touch on your history and why you're here.
Right. I'm here because I think I came from a generation where maybe we didn't have as many opportunities as a kid nowadays. We certainly didn't have studios like this to muck around, when we were 16. And we learned the hard way. And basically, we kind of maybe were foolhardy enough to go into the industry at a point in time in Singapore.
Driven by passion.
Yeah, and everybody thought you're mad. But somehow or other we survived, and we actually learned stuff. So we actually learned stuff the hard way. My function now is to actually come back to a school like this and share with the kids my experience.
Your experience in industry, how do you start, your songwriting?
Well, my basic training actually is as a lawyer. Although from young I've been doing music. And all this while, I've actually got 2 degrees in law before I decided to go off and do a diploma in music. But the problem...
what law though?
Media law is one of them. Entertainment law is one of the fields, which is why I teach the business of music here. And all along I wanted to do music because I really feel that life is short and you should be doing different things. I didn't want to be just a lawyer because I felt that, okay, apart from doing law, I want to do music and many other things. So I guess I was just one of those who was brave enough or foolish enough to try.
When you tell your friends what you're doing, some of them are in business or IT or and you tell them you guys are doing music, do they give you this look like, oh, music, that's very good lah, and they give you this look where, oh yeah, these guys not gonna make it. Did you get it a lot? No. Okay, who wants to go first? Vera is very vocal. Okay. So maybe you can tell me your experience when you tell people what you're doing. What's their reaction?
There are actually 2 extreme kinds. One will be very happy and very envious of you that you can come into this course, because we only have 40 intakes every year. So it's kind of very exclusive. So there's the other kind which just think that business is a safe route and music is not really there yet. But I mean, music industry is actually booming in Singapore, so it's probably good.
Okay.
In my time, my parents almost wanted to disown me. Yeah. But nowadays, apparently, we have these parents who are coming and bringing their kids and going like, we want to sign up. And because of that, we have hundreds of people applying every year for these 40 courses. So the competition's quite tough. We try not to base it on just O-level results. The way to get into the polytechnics now is fairly varied. There's a conventional way, which is through the joint admissions exercise, and that one is just based on your O-level results. In order to get into DMAT, using just your O-level results, your result had better be very good. And then we have basically what we call the direct poly admission now. This is even before they do their O-level results, for those who are very sure that they are talented in music and have shown some special achievement. For example, they won some competition or whatever. So they actually apply even before their O-level results. These people have to come in for an interview. We have a third route, which is the Joint Poly's special admissions exercise. And this one again, you could maybe your O-level results are not quite so ideal, not enough to compete with the 5 or 6 pointers, but you really have a solid background in music. And you, for some strange reason, you didn't apply before your O-level results. So you can actually wait until your O-level results come out, and then you look at O-levels, and if it's not too far away from our cutoff point, we usually invite you in for an audition. We have to say some of these people that we've seen who would not have gotten in with their O-level results are some of our best performers. So we believe in that route.
Maybe you can tell me some of the things that you've learned.
Keyboard skills, ear training, recording and mixing techniques, MIDI, synthesis, composition.
You can write like the course.
Online. But we have to learn math.
You have to learn math.
Yeah.
Hey, who organized the course? Don't you know musicians don't learn math? What are you talking about? Business maybe, but not math. Okay, how about like the business aspect of music? Because it's really important, right? You can sort of like inculcate like this whole discipline to learn the music and the skills in audio engineering. But I mean, if it doesn't sell, you're not going to get a life out of music. So how about the business aspect?
I'm actually glad you mentioned that. Obviously, you should have come to the music course, but actually, you sound as if you already know a lot about it. We actually do pay a lot of emphasis on the business aspects. Our course is probably 3-pronged. One prong would be music, one prong would be audio engineering, and the third prong is actually professional practice. And in that professional practice, we try and inculcate in them ethics, business ethics, and also business practices, and even things like copyright for music, contracts for musicians, and how to run a small little business on your own. Because many musicians don't really work for an employer. You have to kind of function on your own. And a lot of the musicians that I know certainly are fantastic musicians, but terrible accountants and terrible businessmen. And because of that, they should be making more money than they should. But it all just goes away.
Most musicians are bad businessmen.
Yes.
Zaki, maybe you can tell me like what you want to take from the course when you graduate. Are you going to go to university for music, or are you going to play in a band?
Okay, basically, the main reason why I came to this course is to learn music theory. Because my dream is to be a composer. Maybe after this course, I will go to university to further my studies. Then after that, go pursue my dreams. Simple as that.
We actually have a wide range of students. Most of our students will come in knowing how to play a certain instrument at a certain level of proficiency. And we encourage the people who apply to actually have an instrument as a backup. Having said that, it is not an absolute necessity. We do have some students who are very driven, and maybe they have a lot of innate talent that has had no avenue of coming out so far, whether throughout the secondary school lives, and suddenly they find themselves here. And I think the truth of the matter is as long as you're prepared to work very, very hard, and because our lessons, we like to believe, are quite well structured, so that if you follow and you do the work, you will make an improvement.
My name is Ryan. I'm from year 1 and I play the violin. I major in the violin.
Maybe you can tell me what the hardest part of the course is thus far.
Maths. I'm not very good at maths. Yeah.
That's the hardest thing, the math. What exactly is the module? Okay. Yeah. But maths is essential. I mean, you got to learn maths if you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Well, we are in our 4th run now. We've just taken in our 4th intake. Because it's still a relatively new course, we do a fair amount of tweaking. We're very conscious of the curriculum. We have a whole course management team here. We meet regularly every month, and because we're a small team, there are only about 7 or 8 of us in the team teaching and managing it. We are in very close contact. We all see the students. I see year 1s, year 2s and year 3s. So we probably have the advantage of being very close to the ground. I think we are also conscious that the course needs to retain its original vision. We can't change it until it becomes something that the first cohort will not recognize it. Or so far that hasn't happened.
But what's the best part of this course? Who wants to go first? Let's go with Daniel. Very quiet.
The best part should be music theory, because we learn music, it's something that almost everyone want to learn about. So the best part is learning music theory.
Are you training a Chinese artist?
No.
Or just an English artist? Or,
right.
Yeah.
Well,
it's more viable to be a Chinese artist, right?
We actually don't train people to be artists. We actually train them to be musicians and to be technicians, to be or engineers. If they happen to also have the looks, the package, and the luck to be an artist, because I think it takes a lot of luck and gut to be an artist. But basically, I think the bottom line is they will all go out being hopefully solid musicians and solid audio technicians.
I'll do a punch in. We all listen to the first cycle, then come in after that. I prefer the vaccine.
Why? Why is that?
I'm not really a performer or that kind of thing. I actually like to organize and make sure stuffs are right.
Exactly. So I guess you want to be on stage though, because you like to be told what to do. You realize that Britney Spears always gets told what to do,
And I'm the one scolding.
You're the one scolding.
Yeah, we don't do the artist part. Although I think a lot of the skills that we do teach will be very pertinent in artists. We do try to train them so that they're not just local bound. We want to make sure that their skills are transferable and they are basically the same skills you would use in Taiwan or Hong Kong or Indonesia. We don't actually focus on Chinese-speaking music. All our classes are done in English. We do have some kids who come in and they're more into J-pop or K-pop or Mando pop. But whatever they're interested in, emo rock, punk rock, or Mando pop, they go through the same curriculum and they have to do the same assessments and everything. And it's basically assessed in English.
Quite a wide genre actually, from acoustic piano rock all the way to symphonic metal.
For me, 30 Seconds to Mars.
30 Seconds to Mars, wow.
Personally, I like J-rock, which is Japanese rock or Japanese metal. So my favorite band is X-Japan.
I think my genre is like the widest scope, because I listen to classical and even up to metal and stuff like that. So I listen to everything. Composer for violin, I think Paganini.
Okay. I have no idea who that is, but I will look that up. You learn something new every day.
For me, I came in with Chinese pop influence. No, not 5566.
Wow.
Not really. I actually prefer Li Hong and Jade. But after 3 years in this course, I actually get influenced by my friends who introduced me in language and all the heavy stuff. And so I used to be I like clean sound people.
Yep.
But now
Clean sound people.
now I kind of like rock. Yeah.